If you wanna find me, yeah, I'm in the front row. Got my 2 tickets on me, I'm in the front row. It's the best place to be, yeah, I'm in the front row. Best place to be, yeah. If you wanna find me, yo, I'm in the front row. Got my 2 tickets on me, I'm in the front row. It's the best place to be, yeah, I'm in the front row. Best place to be, yeah. So what's colder than ice and even hotter than a flame? I be in the front row, chilling at a ball game. Yeah, you know what they say, when you're having fun, time flies. Catch me courtside, chilling with the inside. Scoop, come on, tell me how you want it. Catch me on the court, it's the best view in sports. Whether you're Lakers or Arizona Wildcats, whether you're Dodgers, Kings or Galaxy fan. In the front rows, got everything that you need, from news and videos and all in between. So if you're down and you're feeling the vibe, and if you're down...
All right, y'all, this is Talk Your Shit, sponsored by In the Front Row. We got my boy, Mr. Take Money, a.k.a. Berdale Robbins in the building, man. Talk your shit. Introduce yourself to the people, man. What you got to say, man?
Yo, it's good, man. Crenshaw District rep, you know what I'm saying? Take Money. Shout out my brothers, man. Started the brand at 17. Kind of just took over as a nickname in college more so. But yeah, shit. Let's talk our shit.
Facts. Hey. So talk to me more about Take Money. What inspired the brand? What was the inspiration? Like, what is it about? Like,
so Take Money clothing, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's not nothing with no criminality going on. We started it off saying it just on the field, like as a saying, when we would get a good play on defense. And after the season, after my senior season, I went to KC, Grad Duke 562. And I'm like, bro, we should put it on the shirt, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really think nothing of it after that. And then he sent me back this logo, and I'm like, oh, yeah, bet. And it's actually a crazy story because I went to school on Crenshaw and Slauson at View Park. Went to LA High too, but I transferred to LA High after I went to View Park. Then I went back to View Park for my last semester to graduate from there. And I actually ran into Black Sam, and I asked him like, what area, like where should I go? Because I remember they just released a documentary talking about when they first started off. So I was positive he'll know where to go. And he basically just told me to go on Pico and Main. Just have the stores down there, and that's what we did. My big bro Damo, he picked me up, and the rest is history. We got like 30 shirts and a few sweatsuits. You feel me? We probably dropped like 2 weeks after that on May 30th, 2017. And we had a good first little week. I think we was almost out after the first 7 days. So we just been rocking after that.
That's lit, man. That's lit. That's inspirational, man. Cause I ain't never told people, or I told you personally, but your brand itself, just me seeing you do it personally, and you giving me name and stuff like that, invited me to the events when y'all first started, letting me letting me be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? It helped and inspired HTR. You know what I'm saying? So even now I still ask you questions and you still help me out to this day. So it just inspired even me. So me seeing you do it, just seeing somebody from where I'm from doing it and just seeing it like, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I know it is. Even like you got already believe before you see people do it, but it's like seeing somebody like come from where you from, doing it the right way too. It's like it's powerful. So
exactly. That's all it is, man. That's all we trying to do for real. Like, and it's been like some tough times to the point where like I just want to say fuck it. Like, man, I'm not doing this shit no more. Like, you feel me? But it be that thought, like, man, we still got like, regardless if they customers, if they ever bought something, there's still people out there that's like, man, them niggas hard. Them niggas doing it up. And we sitting there on our worst day, like, man, we over it. And you know what I'm saying? So that's what keep me going. Just knowing that we got people that supporting us and hoping that we making it and rooting for us and stuff. So.
Facts. So let's talk about a little bit of this previous season. How do you feel about your last season, your last college season? What's the feelings after private workout? Talk to me. What's the emotions? Like, how you feel about
it? My last season, shit was a doozy, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't know. It just kind of flew by because let me see. The first game I got like two targets. The next game I didn't get none. Then who we played, and then I got like 2 targets. That was one of the New Mexico. I took the ball from the little boy.
Yeah. I seen that on me. Yeah.
And
that one.
then played. I don't even remember, but a lot of them games I didn't really get no targets. So it was just like whatever. But like the games where I did get targets, those are the games where you get one of the 3 picks and one of the 2 forced fumbles or whatnot. So I think like this year was all about for me just like being more methodical in my game, knowing that I'm probably not gonna get as much targets, but don't fall asleep type shit, and just stay methodical in my technique and being patient, being disciplined every play, not trying to get caught sleeping. Definitely, I've been a leader. I would say I've been a leader probably since I came to the campus, like just amongst the freshmen. But like each year, that role got greater and greater. And me being in my final year, my position coach Trent Green, he kind of challenged me to be the greatest leader I can be, and that was one of the biggest things I focused on. You know what I'm saying? Just like I had a pretty young room. None of them really had picks. None of them had burn. So it was just like every game I'm in their ear. I need y'all to get y'all first pick. Every game. And I think we held our own in the DB spot last year. Definitely improved from recent years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched plenty of y'all games here. I was tapped in. Y'all definitely improved. So, what if you could name a person, famous, regular person, anybody that inspires you the most? Who would that be?
Nipsey.
Yo, just saw this, bro.
Snoop. Nipsey and Snoop is like, bro. If you tell me right now today, this little dog actually crazy, but if you tell me right now today, you're gonna have an impact. Like either I'll say Nip, Snoop Dogg been the biggest. I feel like just Snoop, like, bro, he rapper, he been famous since the 1980s. Every black kid always wanted to be a famous rapper. That's one. But take away the music. Snoop League. You feel me? Like he was really outside and coaching us. And even when I wasn't even on his specific team, but he was still outside talking to all of us, blending his hand and all. Like he stayed himself the whole way. He 50 and his life coming in full circle, bro. I ain't never like I don't have no black man in my life that close to me that you feel me. Mm-hmm. That the shit that you better stop fighting. I never had a black man in my life that did anything close to what he did. And I would say Nipsey, but it's just like the way he ended, it was tragic. So it's like them 2 specifically, yeah, bro, like the greatest in my eyes. Like I can, to this moment right now, like any type of situation that we go through or I go through, I can literally revert to a Nipsey lyric and it'll get me through my day. Like it's really like that. Like and yeah, like Snoop, that's just somebody I can look up to as a anything. Like what Snoop ain't did, come back and go get Death Row. He come back and he's shooting comedy specials now. Like Snoop he the GOAT for real in my eyes.
All-star teams. So you got to play in the Snoop League. You made an all-star team. On me, he got to the game if you going against his team. All that. Team pray with everybody, give us a speech, all that, bro. He ain't got to do nothing. He the most famous person in the world at this time.
He been like, yeah, he been like one of the most famous people in the world since forever. Like he keep climbing. Like I that's somebody I could salute. I was just watching this comedy special last night with Mike Epps and Cat Williams and stuff. And man, like that's my ceiling. Like I ain't never seen nobody grow old and just be so accomplished as he is. Like that's my ceiling for real. Like coming from where we coming from.
Mm-hmm. Right. So man, I've been following you for a while, man. You always giving back to the people. You always doing that to the point where they reward you, gave you reward for it. What inspired you the most to just give back to the people? What inspired that mindset that just to get up and do it? Because that's something you got to really put your mind together and put all that stuff together and get up and do it? Like, what inspired you to do that?
Man, I feel like I always had a giving heart since I was a kid. Like, and I think really that it just like trickled down for me being like the baby of the family. Like that was standard for me to share. That was standard for us to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's only one left. All right, split it. Or just like basic, I would say like basic characteristics like that kind of shaped me. Like I don't really be tripping. Like still to this day, even if I don't know somebody and they want whatever, like I'll just be giving it up because it's like for me, I know I'm gonna be straight. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like take the initiative and like just giving back. I just feel like as far as like homeless and you know what I'm saying, all of the toy drives that we done did for Christmas, I just feel like why not? Like if you in good enough shape, or even if like sometimes like some of them drives, like I didn't have the money to raise this shit myself, but I got the word. I know that these white folks in Reno, they gonna show me love. I know that I got my city behind me, so it's like even if I don't got the money, just spreading the word and getting a group of people to come together to do this shit, it's like I don't know, it's a good feeling. So
yeah, I felt that, man. So do you have a top 3 sports moments, like where it's like I got this pick, I got this game-winning touchdown, I got this game-winning shot, home run, anything? You got top 3 sports moment your whole career?
That'd be one for sure will be my first interception in collegiate sports. It was Oregon State 2018. It was like my first real game, like my first whole game, other than like getting thrown in garbage time. We had a DB get hurt that week, so I was third string instead of fourth. And then my boy DB, he with the Germany, he with the Hamburg Sea Devils right now. He ended up hurting his ankle or something, and I got in, and it was just happened to be the same week of my brother's death anniversary. And it's crazy. I got a fortune cookie that week, and it said something, be ready for the moment or some shit like that. And I'm like, whoa, all right. Anything by the time like midway through the second, they just throw me in. You feel me? Heart beating. I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. Like this Pac-12, like this, or it's Oregon State, but still that's Pac-12. Like, I know the receiver Hodges at the time at NFL looks and whatnot. So it was just kind of moving fast for me. I think running the comeback on me, and that's cool if you're gonna give up a comeback. But the I would say like the route that you take to tackle the receiver after that got to be strategic. And I kind of just like ran straight past him, and he ran for like 20, 30 more yards. And then after that, I'm like, all right, because I'm not finna get embarrassed. like, So then they tried to hit me with a double move, incomplete. Start getting a few tackles. Then what was it? It was probably like the end of the third, beginning of the fourth. They took me up top. Good one hand. I'm on him too. It was a white cat. Forgot his name. He was cold. One hand. I'm like, what? Get up. I'm like, this shit. Yeah, okay. About 2-3 plays later, they come back, try to hit me with the slant. But I've been practicing that shit, like 3-step read and like just breaking on slants. Like that's my specialty. Like breaking downhill, that's what I could do best since I started without even practicing. So yeah, I just kind of like read the quarterback, boom, noticed he picked the ball up ready to throw, got my eyes back to the receiver and just broke on that bitch. Got up, the ball was just in my hand. It was a special moment for me because it was like, man, I was really just going through the ringer, losing my brother like the previous year, not being able to play that much. Then going through a coaching change. Like I was a captain going into my sophomore year, but my coach ended up having to leave for some odd reason. And another dude came in. We didn't see eye to eye necessarily, so I went from captain, first string to fourth string, you feel me? And it was just a lot going on. And I was just happy I was able to prove myself. So I would definitely say that's like the biggest play in my heart right now. Two, it'll probably be like, it's this. So my last two, it'll be, I gotta pull up the tape. I was actually playing the Steelers, the Pomona Steelers. We was at Jackie Robinson, and this where I knew I was like a nigga with this shit. If that's okay to say.
Hey man, talk your shit, man.
I was like 12. I was like 12 or 11 during Pee Wee, and I'm at safety, and I already had like 2 touchdowns that game and like a pick already, a pick or two. I think one of them was like a 2-point conversion, so it didn't really count as a real pick. So I had 1 or 2. It was 1 or 2. They throw the ball, man. I go track it, run through it, one hand. Immediately get to go. It's like 50-yard touchdown. Dude knocked me upside my head after I scored and shit. I ain't even tripped on. My teammate got on him. But nah, I was like, whoa, like I really just did that. Hey, it's another play. That's what I'm saying. I've been playing for a minute and I've been making big, like I ain't to toot my own horn, but I've been making big plays since I started playing contact sports, like contact football. So, but it's another one. Crenshaw High School, I scored 5 touchdowns, and I had just came back. I broke my arm playing around the park. 9th grade, horse playing around. 9th grade, I played 14U for Snoop League instead of I didn't want to play for View Park that year for some reason. I don't know. They just wasn't it for me. So I played Pop Warner for one last year, and I ended up missing like 3 or 4 weeks. Came back hella early, put a brace on my shit. You feel me? I got that tape too. I scored like 4 touchdowns, and I caught one. It was a toe tap, but that's not even what I'm talking about. We was tied up. You could hear the announcer on the TV. It's a Grade Digger football coach, VJ. You remember him from the Colts?
Yeah,
he was doing it. But the commentator at Crenshaw High School, like, oh, it looks like we going to overtime, people. Catching that bitch at the horn. Like, bro, who going to overtime, bro? Everybody fled the field. Like, I'm just running, like, bro, that shit was turned. And then that play for sure the special place in my heart. Like, that's one of them plays as a young man, like your confidence level start to settle in. Like, okay, I really can do this. Like, and another one, I don't know if you've seen it when we played Fairfax in the championship, and we was down by like 16, I think. It was like 16-0 or something like that. And the Spark, they kicked the ball to me for some odd reason. I think they were trying to kick it out of bounds, but I ended up scooping it, running back this way. And I'm like, all right, I'm running out of room. I had just like outran somebody coming this way. And I calculated that, and I low-key seen him at the same time. So when I reverse field, I just act like I didn't. And then boom, I jumped back at the lap. He ran into his teammate. I ran back across. Then I got a few blocks, and then I cut back across, ended up scoring. Like, I think I had calculated that shit like 300 yards I ran, like one play, just running back and forth trying to score.
Yeah.
We still ended up losing, but once again, that's one of them plays. Like, all right, niggas can't see me. Like,
yeah, I feel that.
I could name another play. Look,
oh yeah, shit, man.
Look, we was playing Norbon my senior year at LA High, and we was supposed to get blown out per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, nah, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, my teammates were scared that whole game, like that whole week. Like, bro, bro, me, Martin at UCLA still. Chris Green, he had went to me with to Nevada. Basically, all of the, you feel me? All of the demons, like, man, what is y'all talking about, like, type shit? And they was on our ass for the most part, like through the first. It was like 6-0, and like it looked like they was finna start whooping on us. Like, I'm like, bro, just throw it this way, just throw it this way, just throw it this way. sure enough, I'm playing off. They try to throw it. Trey, he went to San Jose.
Trey?
I'm tripping right now. What's our last name? Trey Walker?
Yeah.
That's my boy. That's where our kind of like our field battles started in high school. Cause that play, they threw it up, and it's a play. I'm gonna send you that shit too, where I'm catching that bitch with the MJ. Like I'm just picking that bitch up. I get up, the whole team turned up. After that, everybody started just playing. Like nobody was scared, and we ended up losing. But like shit, once again, that's just one of them plays. Like, no, I'm really a game changer. Like, damn, these niggas really look up to me. I gotta, you feel me? I gotta hit the field with a certain type of standard. Like nobody was really trying to, and they'll tell you like we was TD, we was turned down before that play. Like. Ended up being a good game. I think we lost at like the last minute. They threw it up and caught that bitch. We lost by like 67 points. But yeah, I think I can name a lot of plays like that where it was like, damn, like I'm really doing this. Like I'm really hard. Like, yeah.
Man, my dog a playmaker out here, man. You better stop playing. Hey, put the league on notice, man. My boy out here, he's still ready to play. He's still healthy, man. Hey, he ready, man. He ready.
Every level, man, they be sleeping. But soon as we gonna do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
So that followed to my next question, man. How does it feel, bro, to be underrated your whole career from LA High to making it to D1 and they still sleeping on you, bro? How does it feel to be underrated your whole career, man?
That shit, like, man. I ain't gonna lie, I be hot, but like, I'm childish, so get back. Come here. Sit down. I'm childish though, like that type of shit be like, it be motivating me for real. Like, I don't, like that's how y'all feel. All right, watch this. Like, I literally be laughing, bro. Like, I laugh like if, like, especially when I first, like, I feel like high school, like, not a lot of people was really, I mean, I guess, like, the scouts per se, like, the college scouts, but, like, as far as the players, nobody was really, like, sleeping for real. But when I got to college, every time I get on the field, they want to mention height. Like, the other players, the commentators, and I used to just be laughing, like, brother, you think that I'm thinking about that shit? Like, you
man,
and it used to, like, it used to make me happy once people like, oh, you short, like, cause that's what you think about. Me, I'm just thinking about locking your ass up. Like I don't really that height shit. Like bro, I didn't Jalen Hall. You feel me? Joseph Lewis. Like bro, I played against all of these tall dudes, and I promise you, they was better than y'all in high school. Like so for me, it's just like it's laughable to me, and I just use that to fuel my tank, a little chip on the shoulder, if you will.
All right. So I'll give you your top 3 favorite matchups to go against. Your top 3 in college, at the college level.
Like teams or players?
Players. Let's do both, teams and players.
I like playing Fresno State. I told Jake Hayner that that game always fun. We play them every year actually. Let me see. The first time I actually played against them, my sophomore year. I don't think I got in like my freshman or sophomore year for real when we played them. My junior year I got in. I was on their ass, but they scored on me. They is one of the only teams that scored on me. Only like one of the only players. They threw a lob or whatnot, and he caught it. And shit, I don't know. We ended up winning that game, but I just like playing them. And then my next year, they came to us, locked them up. They wasn't catching nothing on me. I dropped a pick, then they ended up scoring again. I dropped another pick, and he fell on the ground, and they just fell in his chest. But I love playing them. Boise State. That was my first.
Crazy.
This year was my first year playing them because I know like they got some dogs, and like me, I like to like like LA High versus Hawkins, like I know like that rivalry was short and whatnot, and then everybody just kind of left once we all went off to college. But like that like I love the games. Like
good 2 years, bro.
Yeah, like I love them type of games where like everybody's talking shit. You know they finna come at you. Nobody's scared of you. Like a lot of the West, they just decide, all right, we're not doing that. We're not throwing that way. Fresno State not gonna do me like that. They honestly, they kind of did this past year, but that's cool. You feel me? We ain't gonna speak on it. So Fresno, Boise State. Boise State.
What's the third one?
West, bro, them receivers be weak. They be weak to me.
No, bro, you talk your shit, bro.
They speak to me, so I can't even like. Oh, okay, San Jose State, I guess. But that's what I'm saying. This last year, like, man, that shit was child's play. Like, they didn't have Trey or Bailey no more, but I'll say them because they was there the first. Like, I've been battling against them since we was freshmen, so up until last year, but they wasn't there. So, as far as like players, I'll say Trey Walker for sure. I like going up against. I don't ever remember their names for real from Fresno State, but really just both of them. We could put them in a package. It's 11-1. Things like Josh Kelly. I forgot the other dude now. I be getting them mixed up. I like going against them too. And honestly, my boy from UNLV, that he don't really. I mean, I guess he do get a lot of love because he is the best on the team. But you know how that go. They don't be getting a lot of wins. So, but he's a dog. Like he's from the city too. I can't even think of nobody's name right now. But he wear #1. He pretty good. You feel me? I love the games where like we can salute each other game and really just compete. Like it be a lot of people like they want to come from my character for real. Like, and that's where you get me taking the ball from somebody. Like, y'all don't make me mad up in here, bro. Don't play with me like I ain't nothing. Like,
right.
But like games where you just talking to bro like a homie, but compete at the same time. Like, nigga, all right, yeah, bro, you next play here. I like them type of games. But as far as teams, I don't know. Like the Mountain West, it kind of like varies by like who good with the passing attack. I'll probably say like my own team. Like throughout the years, we didn't compete it. Like ask all of them. I didn't flip practice upside down. Like bro, I'm coming like it's personal today, and these were just my teammates. But that's because I knew that they was the best I was gonna see all year, and I was probably gonna be the best they seen all year. And if we keep on topping each other, nobody was gonna be able to fuck with us, and that's what happened last year and the year before that.
Felt that, bro. Y'all felt that. So, man, is it no disrespect to any other teams though, but is there any team every year where they on that schedule and you like, oh yeah, this is a stat game. Oh yeah, I know I'm finna go crazy. Oh yeah, they probably not even gonna throw my way. Like, is it any teams like that?
Yeah, UNLV.
You say, yeah.
Fuck UNLV. Look, nah, I hate them. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it just happened. Like, cause when I first got to the school, I was like, man, UNLV. What is these niggas? Then they beat us the next year when I was a sophomore, and I'm like, I started feeling some type of way. Then they beat us again on some lucky shit the next year. I started hating it. But these last 2 years, when I was a starter and the captain of the, you feel me? I made sure, like, nah, we on their ass every year. Even San Jose State, like, them niggas don't like us. Like, San Diego, I mean, like, I look forward to every game, like, but it ain't like, besides like UNLV, it ain't just like one team. Like Oh, I would say San Diego State. We was on their ass. We had beat them 3 years in a row. Then we finally lost again last year. But so I'll say UNLV, San Diego State, and that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say like San Diego State was weak though. I just look forward to seeing them. Like it wasn't even necessarily because they was weak. And even Fresno State, I look forward to playing them. But those is all the teams like in our conference that we play every year since I was there. So them games turned to know each other real well. So yeah.
That's dope, man. So where was your favorite places to play? Like, where was your favorite place to play throughout your whole college career, your whole collegiate career? Your favorite places to play, like favorite fields?
Honestly, Mackey, our home field in Nevada. After that, like as far as other teams, let me see. I enjoyed playing at Fresno State. They packed it out. Fresno State was lit, bro. That shit went to the wire. So that I would say Fresno State. San Diego State. We played in LA. That was my first time playing in LA in like college. We played Carson. What is that? The Home Depot Center or something like that. So that was one of my favorite games. After that, I used to like going to Vegas. Yeah, go whip on them boys. We played in the not the Rams, the Raiders Stadium when we played UNLV. So that's cool. Detroit, I played in the Lions Stadium, but I don't think it was like one like school where I'll be like, damn, I can't wait to go there, because it was like either this. It wasn't like like NFL to the point where like you're gonna, if you the Cowboys, you're gonna play the Redskins and they home and then yours. It was like flip flop every year. So yeah.
All right, Ruddy. So you talked about lit game. So if you could pinpoint it, what would be the latest college game you ever played in? Like the game that just gave you chills when you walked in the building, the crowd was lit, like you just felt the energy in the building. Like what game was that for you?
Oh, I didn't say Boise State. I think Boise State too. Boise State was one of the. That's actually a field I enjoy playing on because of the blue turf. But and then once again, Boise State. We hadn't beat them since like we was on like a 12, 13 game losing streak or some shit, like especially on the blue turf. We hadn't won on the blue turf specifically in like 20 years or some shit. So that crowd was packed out too. By the time the end of the third, them niggas was gone. we put a fork in them. That was one of my favorite games. Let me see. I'm trying not to bring up Oregon. They did us so wrong. But that was one of them games where like, damn, we really in their stadium. I don't even want to mention it. Y'all just go Google it. If y'all are really curious to what happened. It was bad. But I like when the game first started, before warming up, all of that good stuff, and seeing the homies Nick and Diamo after the game, Thomas, that shit was cool. But like, they whipped our ass. I didn't even get to play that game for real. Well, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you go against the Power 5 teams, you're going to get that every time. Like, when we play Wazoo, it was packed like that. My freshman year, they got up on us, too. We was real weak. We was real weak then. They got up on us. That's it. Because I swear, bro, like, it's either, like, the game was, like, on the line or we had it. Every time, like, it was no in between. Like, as far as like when we played the Pac-5, the Power 5 teams, it's either they were sleeping and we knew we had it, or like, damn, these niggas probably man, like, and ain't even no bitch shit, but like when I wasn't playing and just watching the film and like knowing how my team was and how some of the, it'd be a long game. Like Michael Gallup.
Yeah.
On freshman year, that was one of them games too. I didn't even play, but I just felt it in the air. He broke his record that he broke the previous week on us. Like, bro, like I don't know. Like you never really know in the Mountain West because it's like you sometimes you won't draw out a big crowd, like, but like it's a few games, like for sure San Diego State, even like we played Wyoming in 2020. I done been around for 5 seasons, so I can name a lot of games where it was like, oh shit, this shit big. But like most of the time, it'll be just a regular crowd unless we play a Power 5 team or it was a special game for us, some type of rivalry or something.
All right, my boy. If you got any advice for a freshman coming in college right now who want to start a clothing brand, who want to play college football and try to basically do it how you did it, what would you say to them right now?
You better learn how to compartmentalize. Now, like, and I would say, like, do all your work hard, get in extra work. But, like, honestly, bro, just adapt to the atmosphere. Because I think that was my biggest thing. That, like, and it was hard for me specifically because I literally, like, the first week of school or second week, I lost my big bro, like, in the trenches back home. So, it was already hard for me to adapt to my environment. Like, I don't, like, like, what high school you went to?
I went to Mervyn Diamondly, bro. New little high school, bro. It was new, bro. What happened?
All of the schools in the city, we ain't got no white people or nothing like that. Barely even Mexicans barely around Mexican until I went to LA High. But I would say just like, bro, try your best to adapt to the atmosphere because that shit gonna be different. Expect it to be different, especially if you're coming from the inner city. Come here. Come here. But yeah, I'll definitely say just adapt to the atmosphere. And be able to compartmentalize. And this is a word that I wasn't introduced to until like probably less than a year ago. That was going into, because not a lot of people know this because I really couldn't be public about it at the time, but like I had got into some legal problems, I guess I would say, like with the NCAA clothing brand. And we have to just basically shut down. And we just now getting started. So if y'all could, shop Take Money Clothing, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, and my coach, like, they knew like how much like Take Money, like they know. If you know me for real, like this is not just something we slapping on a shirt. Like this is really my life. This is something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. Something that I've been working hard on. Something I didn't spend thousands of dollars on. Something that I didn't fail, I didn't succeeded on. And so like when that happened, it was rough. And my coach sat me down, Coach Jay Norvell, the head coach, you feel me? And I'm grateful for him to be able to have a head coach like that really supported me and would talk to me like a regular person instead of just like being the face of the team or whatever, how a lot of these coaches be in college. He sat me down just trying to like talk to me about it. They seen that I was visibly angry at the time. He just like, man, you got to be able to compartmentalize. You got your whole life to run that brand. And basically like to compartmentalize, it means just like you said, all right, I want to have this clothing brand. I want to go to the NFL. I got school and I want to have a social life. Okay, well, you better be able to write out a whole schedule because like this, like the entrepreneur life, it's like, man, it's like swimming with the sharks low key. Like, man, you could be popping in the city, sell out a specific item in like less than a week. Next drop, it don't be like that. And it's like, what you gonna do? You can't let that hurt or that disappointment spill out onto the football.
Right.
And then vice versa. You having
right.
the football, you can't say fuck your brand. And then vice versa. What if both of them going bad and you got homework due?
You can't say fuck you. All right.
Like it's like the way I'll be viewing like my life still to this day, like I still gotta work out. Like I done graduated school, you know what I'm saying, first gen.
Mm-hmm.
I done graduated from college. It's like I look at my life like boom, you got like especially when I was in college, all right, I got school, I got practice, I got take money, and I got a social life. Which is more important? When can I do these? When can I do this? When can I do that? All right, you know you got to do football in school, so you put that a little bit higher. Then what's next? What's more important to you? Either your social life or is it your brand? For me, it was my brand. So I didn't really, you could act on me. Like I didn't really go out much. They still can't get me to go out, even when I'm back home in Reno. Like I don't know. It's just something about like, I don't know. Sometimes it don't be worth it. You gotta, and that's up to you to decide like, all right, I'm gonna sit back sometimes. And that's basically what compartmentalize is. Like, bro, you got time to have fun and you also got time to build a brand. So it's up to you for real to manage that. I would say just compartmentalize though. That's my best advice.
Yeah, man.
I ever learned, like literally and figuratively.
Man. It was a pleasure having you on the show, man. I appreciate taking the time out, man, to talk with me, man. You know, just being on the show, just supporting, man. Always you always been an inspiration, always helping the people. Humble dude, man. If people don't get to know you, man, I'm gonna let them know. And you're a humble dude, man. The same person here, same person they gonna get in person. You keep out the way, my business, bro. Just be yourself.
Look, I'll be telling people, bro, I ain't changing, bro. I'll be the same way in front of everybody. Like, and I don't know. A lot of the times it'd be like, I wouldn't even say a lot of the time. It's like 50-50. Sometimes they rub people the wrong way. Like, bro, I'm just from the trenches, bro. I'm no different than, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else, like, bro, I'm just from the trenches. And I'm not finna come up off my lingo. I'm not finna come up off nothing. Like, I understand it's a certain type of professionalism that you got to be held to, which I feel like I hold it to, but at the same token, I'm not finna let nobody change me. So, you know what I'm saying? Hate it or love it.
All right, man. I got about like 5 questions. I'm gonna ask you fast, repeatedly. We're gonna end this off like this, man. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Burritos or tacos?
Tacos.
Bet. Who is your greatest rapper of all time?
Guess.
Nipsey.
Nipsey.
Nipsey. Hey, I be doing these questions all the time, but people change, so you gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? Bold prediction. You know what I'm saying? If you had to choose a Super Bowl team right now, who you choosing?
The Rams.
The Rams?
The home team might go back to back.
All right. So, out of this duo right here, who's the best duo? Metro Boomin and 21 Savage or YG and DJ Mustard? City, so I gotta ask you this one. We already know how monumental YG and DJ Mustard got in the city.
I'm gonna lie to you, bro. In my wholehearted opinion, I feel like DJ Mustard and YG is gonna make better quality music. But like, you know how this world is nowadays, but they ain't loving the coast. So I feel like they'll probably go more viral, Metro and 21. But as far as like the quality of music, I'm taking the coast. I want YG and Mustard.
Hey, Roddy. Hey, that's how we go in this episode off, man. Take Money in the building, man. How can they find your clothes, my boy?
Hey, Take Money Clothing. Take Money Clothing. That's the @ on Instagram and TakeMoneyClothing.com. Simple. Shop that. You can even shop through the DMs. Anything you see, send it to us. Let us know something.
Oh, tell them your Instagram, your Twitter, all that. Let them know how to find you on all the platforms.
Twitter, what is my Twitter? Take Money Dale, and then Take Money Clo _ So TAKE MONEYCLO_ Take Money Clo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I ain't really got nothing else right now.
All right, you bet, man. That's episode 9, my boy, Mr. Take Money in the building, man. Appreciate you having the show, man.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Anybody you want to shout out before we end this?
Shout out my business partner, man, Duke 562. He holding Long Beach down right now, man. We've been behind the scenes, bro, just trying to really learn this business stuff. And you feel me? And minus that, that's really been my brother since I met him. I was 15, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Duke 562, man. Y'all go stream his music, shop the brand for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Shop quality clothing, man. I've been shopping Take Money for a while, bro. You can post a picture, evidence, anything else. And we've been shopping quality clothes, everything.
Your care package or something. For our customers since day one.
Man, so that's episode 9, y'all. My boy, Mr. Take Money in the building. You follow my boy, man. Hey, shop his clothing. Hey, see you, my brother at the top, man. Hey, more to come, man. Got big things coming, buddy.
Hey, my life.